Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into a highly debated and complex topic, a potential conflict between two of the world's largest and most powerful militaries, the Indian Army and the Chinese People's Liberation Army, PLA. While we sincerely hope such a conflict never arises, it's crucial to analyze the military capabilities of both nations and explore potential scenarios. Who would emerge victorious in a hypothetical war? What are the key factors that would determine the outcome of such a conflict? In this video, we'll delve into the strengths and weaknesses of both armies, examine their military strategies, and assess the geopolitical factors that would come into play. We'll also discuss the potential human cost of such a conflict and the devastating consequences it could have on the region and the world. The military landscape, India and China stand as titans on the world stage, both boasting nuclear arsenals and formidable militaries. However, beneath the surface lie significant discrepancies. China throws its weight around with a larger budget, allowing for cutting-edge technology and equipment. In contrast, India leans on its vast pool of personnel and experience in high-altitude warfare. Their strategies diverge as well, with China prioritizing a technologically advanced, integrated approach, while India focuses on a more adaptable, troop-centric doctrine. Finally, geography itself becomes a wild card. The Himalayas, a natural barrier, favor India's defensive tactics, while China's extensive coastline presents a different set of challenges. This complex interplay of factors makes any hypothetical conflict between these giants a truly unpredictable affair. China's strengths: larger military budget. China spends significantly more on defense than India, giving them an edge in terms of equipment, technology, and research. Numerical superiority. The PLA fields a considerably larger force, boasting a higher number of active personnel and a more extensive reserve pool compared to the Indian Army. This numerical advantage could be significant in a prolonged conflict, allowing China to deploy more troops and sustain operations over a longer period. Air power advantage. China commands the skies with a larger and more modern air force than India. Equipped with advanced fighter jets like the J-20 stealth fighter and a fleet of bombers, China possesses a significant air power advantage. This could enable them to establish air superiority and strike deep into Indian territory. Naval power. China has been rapidly expanding its navy, now the largest in the world, with a growing fleet of aircraft carriers and submarines. This increasing naval capability poses a potential threat to India's maritime interests in the Indian Ocean region, impacting trade routes and security. India's strengths: mountain warfare expertise. The Indian Army possesses extensive experience in mountain warfare, honed through years of operations in challenging terrains like the Himalayas. This expertise, including specialized training and acclimatization, could prove to be a decisive advantage in a border conflict with China, where the mountainous terrain poses a significant challenge. Stronger troop morale. Indian soldiers are renowned for their unwavering bravery, resilience in the face of adversity, and unwavering dedication to duty. This strong morale, fostered by a sense of national pride and camaraderie, could provide a crucial psychological edge in a high-stakes conflict. Strategic partnerships. India has cultivated strong military alliances with major global powers, including the United States, France, and Israel. These partnerships offer India access to advanced weaponry, cutting-edge technology, intelligence sharing, and potential military aid, providing a crucial advantage in a potential conflict. Domestic defense industry. India has a rapidly growing domestic defense industry, producing a wide array of weapons, equipment, and platforms like tanks, missiles, and fighter jets. This expanding industry reduces India's reliance on foreign suppliers, bolstering its self-sufficiency and strategic autonomy in defense matters. Potential scenarios. Let's explore a few hypothetical scenarios to assess the potential outcomes of an India-China conflict. Limited border skirmish. In a limited border conflict confined to the treacherous Himalayan terrain, India's extensive experience in mountain warfare and the unwavering morale of its soldiers could provide a crucial edge. Their familiarity with the harsh environment, coupled with specialized training and acclimatization, would make them formidable opponents. However, China's air power, with advanced fighter jets and bombers, along with their superior artillery capabilities, could inflict significant damage on Indian positions, supply lines, and infrastructure. Additionally, China's numerical superiority could allow them to maintain a relentless offensive, putting immense pressure on Indian defenses. Therefore, while India might have a tactical advantage in the mountains, China's overwhelming firepower could tip the scales in their favor in a prolonged conflict. Full-scale conventional war. A full-scale conventional war between India and China would be a catastrophic event, inflicting immense suffering and destruction on both nations. In the initial stages of such a conflict, China's numerical superiority in troops and advanced weaponry, including their sophisticated air force and naval capabilities, could give them a significant advantage. Their ability to rapidly mobilize forces and deploy them across multiple fronts could overwhelm Indian defenses. However, as the war drags on, India's strategic partnerships with major global powers like the United States and France could prove crucial. These alliances could provide India with a steady supply of advanced weapons, intelligence, and even direct military support. Additionally, India's growing domestic defense industry could play a vital role in sustaining the war effort, ensuring a steady flow of ammunition, equipment, and spare parts. This combination of external support and domestic resilience could enable India to withstand China's initial onslaught and eventually turn the tide of the war. Nuclear war, a nuclear war between India and China, is the most horrifying scenario imaginable, one that would unleash unimaginable devastation on both nations and potentially plunge the world into a nuclear winter. The sheer destructive power of these weapons would obliterate entire cities, cause widespread radiation sickness, and disrupt global climate patterns, leading to famine and societal collapse. Thankfully, the doctrine of mutually assured destruction, MAD, acts as a chilling deterrent. Both India and China understand that unleashing a nuclear attack would likely result in a swift and equally devastating retaliation. It is highly improbable that either nation would resort to such a catastrophic option unless faced with an existential threat, a situation where their very survival as a nation was hanging by a thread. The consequences of a nuclear war are so dire that both nations, despite tensions, have a vested interest in maintaining a fragile peace and exploring peaceful avenues to resolve their differences. The role of geography. Geography plays a crucial role in any potential conflict between India and China. The Himalayan mountain range acts as a natural barrier, making large-scale invasions difficult. However, both countries have developed infrastructure and deployed troops in the region, raising the stakes of a potential conflict. The importance of alliances. India's strategic partnerships with countries like the US, France, and Israel could be a decisive factor in a conflict with China. These alliances provide India with access to advanced weaponry, intelligence sharing, and potential military support. The human cost of war. It is important to remember that war is not a game. It has devastating consequences for both soldiers and civilians. The human cost of a conflict between India and China would be immense. In conclusion, a war between India and China would be a complex and unpredictable event. There is no clear winner, and the outcome would depend on a variety of factors, including military strategy, terrain, alliances, and the willingness of both sides to escalate the conflict. It is in the best interest of both nations to resolve their differences through peaceful negotiations and avoid the devastating consequences of war. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful videos.